Jai Mahamaya Ki Jai. If you remember in our last discourse, we learned about the birth of Astika, the Muni, who thwarted the Sarpa Yagya of King Janamajaya. And now we're going to begin hearing the Srimad Devi Bhagavatam related to King Janamajaya as a way for him to release his father from the confines of hell and bring him to heaven after his father, King Pariksit, died an inauspicious death by the bite of Tasaka, the great serpent. So we'll begin now, and this begins the book 3, and this is chapter 1 of book 3. So King Janamajaya said, "O Veda Vyasa, what is that great yagya, sacrifice, named Amba Yagya, about which you referred just now? Who is this Amba? Where was she born? From whom and what for did her birth take place? What are her qualities? What is her nature, and where is she from? O ocean of mercy, you are all-knowing. Kindly describe everything duly. Along with this, describe in detail the origin of the Brahmanda, the Brahmana. You know everything of the whole universe. I heard that Brahma, Vishnu, and Rudra are the three devatas who are successfully originated to create, preserve, and destroy this universe. Are these three high-souled entities independent? Or do they do their respective duties being subservient to another person? Now I'm very eager to know all these. So, O son of Parasara and Veda Vyasa, describe all this to me. Are these highly powerful Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshvara subject to death like ordinary beings? Or are they of the nature of everlasting existence, intelligence, and bliss? Are they subject to the threefold pains arising from their own selves, from elements, and from those arising from gods? Are they subject to time? How and where from were they originated? Do they feel the influence of pleasure, pain, sleep, or laziness? O Veda Vyasa, do their bodies consist of the 7 dhatus, blood, etc., or are they of some other kind? A great doubt has arisen in me on all these points. If these bodies of theirs be not made up of 5 elements, then of what substance are they built of? And what gunas are their senses built also? How do they enjoy objects of enjoyments? How long is their longevity? O Great One, where do they live, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, the best of the gods? And what nature are their powers and properties? I like very much to hear all these, so describe all of these to me in detail." Veda Vyasa said, "O highly intelligent king, the questions that you have asked me today, whence and how Brahma, etc., were born, are very difficult. In ancient times, once on an occasion, I asked many questions like you to the Muni Narada, Brahman's son. At first, he was greatly surprised to hear my queries. Afterwards, he gave me due replies to them. O king, I will answer to you in the same way. Now listen. Once I saw that all-knowing, peaceful Narada, the knower of the Vedas, was sitting on the banks of the Ganges. I became very glad and fell at his feet. By his order, I took one excellent seat. Hearing then of his welfare, and seeing him sitting on the sands, I asked him, O highly intelligent one, who is the supreme architect of this wildly extended universe? Whence is this Brahmanda born? It is eternal, or is it temporary? When it is in effect, then it is natural that it cannot be erected without a cause. Now, when the cause, the creator, is certain, is this cause one or many? O sage, as regards this wide samsara, I have expressed my doubt. Now answer me, what is the real and true, and thus remove my doubts? Many believe that Mahadeva, the Lord of all the Devas, as the Supreme God, the cause of all, he is the source of deliverance to all the jivas, devoid of birth and death, always auspicious, peaceful in himself, and the controller of the three gunas. He is the one and only cause of creation, preservation, and destruction. However, some pundits believe Vishnu as the God of all and praise him as such. It is Vishnu that is the powerful Supreme Self, the Lord of all, and the first person, Adipurusa. It is he that has no birth nor death, the deliverer of the whole jivas, omnipresent. His faces are everywhere. He is the granter of enjoyments and liberation to the devotees. Some others call again Brahma, the cause of all. It is he that is omniscient and the stimulator of all beings. The four-faced Brahma, the best of all the devas, is born from the navel lotus of someone of endless force. He resides in Satyaloka, and he is the creator of all and the Lord of all the devas. Again, some pundits call the sun Surya as God. In the morning and in the evening they chant his names and his hymns without any lack of slackness or laziness. Again, there are those others who say that Indra is the Lord of all the jivas. He has 1,000 eyes. It is Indra, the husband of Sachi, that is the God of all. Those who perform yagya, sacrifices, worship Vasava, the king of the devas. He drinks soma juice himself, and those who drink soma are his beloved. He is the one and only Lord of sacrifice. Thus all men worship according to their respective wishes: Varuna, Soma, Agni, Pavana, the wind, Yama, the god of death, Kubera, the lord of wealth. There are some again who worship the elephant-faced Ganapati, the fructifier of all actions, the granter of desires of all the devotees, and the giver of success to all his enterprises. No sooner is Ganesh remembered, some acharyas say again that the all-auspicious Adi Maya, the great Shakti, Bhavani, the giver of everything, who is the nature of with and without attributes, who is not different from Brahma, who is both Purusha and Prakriti, the creatrix, the preservatrix, and the destructrix of all. The mother of all the gods, beings, and lokas, is the great goddess of this Brahmana. She is without beginning and end, full present in all the beings and everywhere. It is this Bhavani that assumes the various endless forms such as Vaishnavi, Shankari, Brahmi, Vasuvi, Bharani, Bharati, Mahalakshmi, the one and secondless Vedamata, and others. It is this Vidya nature that is the one and the only root of this tree of samsara, the whole universe. The mere act of remembering her destroys heaps of afflictions of the devotees and fulfills all their desires. She gives moksha to those who are desirous of liberation and gives rewards to those who want such. She is beyond the three gunas, and still she emanates them. Therefore the yogis that want rewards meditate on her, who is the nature of vidya and who is devoid of all attributes. The best munis, the knowers of the truth of the Vedanta, meditate on her as formless, immutable, stainless, omnipresent Brahma, devoid of all dharma. She is described in some Vedas and Upanishads as full of light, tejas. Some intelligent persons describe God as of infinite hands, infinite ears, infinite legs, infinite faces, peaceful, Virat Purusha, and describe sky as the Pada, the place of him. Other knowers of Puranas describe him as Purushotama. There are some others again who declare that this creation cannot be done by a single individual. And yet some atheists say that this unconceivable infinite universe can never be created by one God. So there is no such definite God that can be called a creator. Though without any creator, this Brahmana is sprung from the nature and conducted by her. Once again, the followers of the Samkhya system say that Purusha is not the creator of the universe. They declare that Prakriti is the mistress of this universe. O Veda Vyasa said to Narada, "Thus I have expressed to you what the Muni Kapila, the Acharya of the Sakyas, and the other philosophers declare as their opinions. Various doubts thus reign always in my breast. Owing to these doubts, my mind is so confused that I cannot arrive at any definite conclusion. My mind is very much unsettled as to what is Dharma and what is adharma. What are the characteristics of Dharma? I cannot make them out. From the Devas are all sprung from the Satya Guna and are always attached to true Dharma. Yet they are frequently troubled by the sinful Danavas, demons. How then can I place my confidence on the permanence of the Dharma? My forefathers, the Pandavas, were always endowed with good behaviors and good action, and they remained always in the path of Dharma. Yet they suffered a good deal of troubles and sufferings. In these cases, it is very difficult to understand the greatness of Dharma. So, O Father, O Narada, seeing all these, my mind is thrown into a sea of doubts and troubles. O great Muni, there is nothing impractical with you, so remove my doubts. O Narada, I am always plunged and raised and plunged again in this sea of delusion. So please give me the answers and save me by lifting me on a boat of wisdom and carry me across the ocean of samsara, this world." Thus ends the first chapter in the third book on the question put by King Janamajaya in the Mahapurana, Srimad Devi Bhagavatam of 18,000 verses by Maharishi Veda Vyasa. Jai Mahamaya Ki Jai. Bole Baba Ki Jai. Hare Kadeshvari Mata Ki Jai.